Okay, here we go. Going for a walk in the woods. Two paths diverged in a wood. Oh, I wished I could take them both, said the weary traveler. I used to recite that poem all the time. Robert Frost, two paths diverge in a wood. Long I stood. Very beautiful. This tree's huge. Hello. This is me love the tree. I love you so much. I like to put my back against trees and feels so good. I love you, Mother Earth. I love the forest and the trees. So beautiful. This is a cedar tree. I've worked on trail crews, I've worked in the forest, I've done surveys on forest regeneration, cord trees to age them. Well, forestry and all it applies. Hello. So I always said this to people once I learned it in school. Pseudotsuga menziesii, the scientific name in Douglas fir. I say it to my friends all the time. Douglas fir, Pseudotsuga menziesii. Blah. These trees are so oh good, I got some sap in my sweatshirt. Now I will smell good. Okay. It's hard to tell the size of these trees. So many beautiful trees. Where I did my forestry work was northwest Montana. Right now I'm in Washington, the west coast of Washington, and trees grow bigger, faster here. It's beautiful. I love the moss here. I love moss on down logs, moss on trees. So beautiful, so peaceful, so lush. When I look at videos of trees like, say, that, it's hard to get the perspective in a video without someone standing next to it. But it's pure magic. I wish to convey and send magic to who's ever watching this. You have a choice in your life. You don't have to sit in a house in suburbia being on demand for every new phone call or every new Facebook notification or anything that your parents says or your kids say or your adult children, or jump here, jump there, do this, do that. Look up, folks. Look outside. Look out at a different perspective. People who live lifestyles of constant freeways and stores and suburbia and TV, I never ever related to that. And, I'm a Montana mountain girl, and I'm into metaphysical things and Mother Earth and nature, and there's not one reason in the world I would sit and watch TV all day. Not one. Even if I was sick, I'd still meditate, sleep, go in and out of journeying, and I wouldn't just watch TV. And it's been a few decades, really, since I watch, like, I'll get into Netflix series and stuff sometimes, but it's about doing what really nurtures your own soul. And it's really hard to date somebody, even be close friends with someone who is not into the same things as you, because it doesn't nurture your soul. You end up talking about things that you think are mindless or dull or empty or just lack no luster of life. And you can't talk to those people about anything else because that's their perspective. They only know, let's go to the store, let's go get cigarettes, let's go get gas, let's go get soda pop, let's go out and get dinner, let's drive around on the freeways. And I've met so many in my life, and they love that life and they could never leave it because they don't know anything different. I never thought I'd leave northwest Montana. And then, well, I did. All by myself, whole new world. No kids. Even if I had kids and they were adult kids, I still would have left. I mean, because to be attached to your kids for life is kind of sick and incestuous. I dated women in my 40s. I'd left a 16-year relationship, and every time, couldn't do anything without them checking in with their adult children all the time. I'm like, oh my God, you got no room in your life for a lover. And you're constantly checking in with your adult children. Oh, I need them to like me. I can't get them to be mad at me because I want to be around my grandkids. Yeah, I'd just say, nope, don't need that. Don't need to be around my grandkids. So I have no plants. I have no pets. I have no relatives. I have no one bugging me, pestering me, and I don't want that. I do want close friends, and I do want a lover. However, I want that to be with someone who matches me, someone who likes to go out in the woods, someone who's strong and confident, and someone who, I guess, dresses similar to me, but not necessarily the same, but someone who's available. In the example I just gave, the women I dated in my 40s, none of them were available. they were just too attached to their parents and their children. I dated this woman in Hamilton, Montana, and she'd go visit her dad all the time and hung on his every word. And, he always knew more than me, even though I'm freaking brilliant and I study, and I'm a psychic. Always, daddy knows. Oh my God. And then her son come to town, and her son didn't want her to be a lesbian, didn't want her to be with me. So she said, bye-bye. And I said, oh my fucking God, right? We're both in our 40s. She's sick when your children control you as an adult. I do not want that in a relationship. And when you come out to stuff like this, you're really reminded that this is it. This is the beauty. And I have wandered around in this kind of beauty my entire life. And I've done it, for the most part, pretty much alone. Me and the Great Spirit. And I am ready for a companion that has things in common with me, that actually likes me, that really likes to talk to me about things I'm interested in. I enjoy sexual talk, but more like I want someone in real life to hold and to be relaxed and calm with and be lovers with, and not, I've had so many long distance stuff. When I left my 20-year relationship, those are all cedars, aren't they beautiful? 1, 2, 3, there's like 6 of them. When I left my 16-year relationship, I had so many, I called it kind of divine madness. I had these online love affairs, right? And it's funny because they could say one thing, right? And I would make up the whole story. So I'd make up my perfect person. And then when I'd meet him, we'd go through all this drama and hell because they weren't that way. I did that for, on and off, probably for a decade. And then I spent 6 years going into myself in a different kind of relationship that didn't require me to be neurotic. So my programs are like, oh my God, we don't have to be neurotic. So then I calmed down from that. And now I'm like, well, really have to trust your body and what feels right, what feels exciting and fun, and don't try to dumb yourself down to be in people's lives. And people who, like the example I gave of the woman in Montana, people who are reliant on their family's approval 24/7 are not available for a relationship with you. They will get into a relationship with someone who their family can control, who will visit with their family, because if you think about it, whether it's your mother, father, adult children, that's your primary relationship. So your lover has no place. So you have to find a lover that is just as codependent with their parents, or you won't be able to keep your parents in. This is a grand fir. Isn't that beautiful? And they have smaller needles. See, it reminds you of hemlock. In Montana, the hemlock and the grand fir is only in the high elevations. So anyway, yes, you have to find someone who is like, okay, so, like the Everybody Loves Raymond show, right? Okay, family's everything, family's coming over, the parents say, always gotta say, they're always meddling, they're always, and that's okay, and a lot of heterosexual relationships are like that. It's all about the extended family and the big family, and I'm more into the intimacy of two people that are grown-ups and that don't have a bunch of incestual, like, I gotta check in with my mom, I gotta check in with my dad. Like, even at 20, like, that's just so disturbing to me. At 30, even more. At 40, even more. I'm 50 now. I mean, my goodness. It's really, really hard to meet somebody. Probably because it's my frequency attracting it. That's not all about their adult children or their parents. It's sick. They're not available to date you, like, as two grown-ups. They're only available to, like, oh my gosh, will my parents say this? Will my parents say that? Will my parents say that? And I'm not talking about anyone in particular. When I left my adult relationship. I left my long-term relationship, I'm like 12 years ago now. And I dated lots of women in my 40s that every time it was the same. Oh my God. Oregon, Washington, Montana, Colorado. Like, their adult children ruled them. And sometimes the parents. But it's like they think they want to date somebody, but they are not available. And people are like, the children need to come first. There's no fucking way. Your children need to come first. Adult children. Yeah, underage children should come first. However, in a way, if you're not being respectful of your partner, it's like, okay, well, I want to date you, but every whim your child has, then I have to be like, oh, okay. Even if it's unhealthy, or even if you're codependent, or even if you're bitchy with them, or, you know, I knew this girl here in Washington, and just, oh my God, I go over to her house, and she just whiny, bitchy bullshit with her daughter all the time. Like, her daughter's trying to clean the kitchen, and she's like, put this here, put this there, put this there. Just, and her son just yelling at him all the time, and the son's friends, and just always so fucking uptight. And even if it's not directed at me, it's stressful to me. You know, and these things are handed down, family lineage, and I have broke that curse in my lineage. Of course, I don't have children, but I can't have anyone in my life that's ruled by everyone else in their life. And coming out in the woods really drives it home, right? Because why would I get all coagulated in someone else's version of me? I mean, I'm all that. I'm fucking amazing. And why would I care what someone's parents or someone's kids think of me? I would only care about that if I didn't know who I was. Right? If I'm like, oh, fix me, make me okay, validate me. Oh, your mama don't like me. Oh, I'll be a better me then. Even if I'm a hero and I've done a million amazing things in my life and the mom's fucking stupid, neurotic bitch, I'll be like, oh, well, I'll change to be more like her so you'll like me because my program's got to stay. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, get out in the woods, folks. I spent several months in Boca Raton, and just the lifestyle, right? And it's air conditioning all the time. So people are inside. And it's TV, it's interpersonal relations, it's drama on the internet, it's drama. Salal dominates the understory of the forest. A lot of the same plants are in Montana, but they're bigger here. You know, like the alder's bigger, and things in Montana like juniper that are bushes, they're trees here. Anyway, Boca was just hell. Go to swimming pools and fake this and fake that, and doctors and the magazines and the restaurants and the architecture, just fake. And freeway and pavement, just disgusting. And so, but if people don't know any other way, then how can you be friends, like close friends or intimate? They're not even open. They don't get it. You know, like that growing up in Montana lifestyle, like that Northwest lifestyle. It's either in your heart, I guess, or it's not. You know, like my biological family is in eastern Montana, and it's flat over there, right? And there's no sun. I mean, there's full sun and full sky. So I'd be like, oh my God, this is so unnerving to me because I can't get out of the sun. And isn't this beautiful? And then they'd come to western Montana, and they'd be like, they didn't like the way the sun popped in and out of the trees, and that was disturbing to them. And so I guess where we grew up, you know, the kind of lifestyle we're used to, it's really hard to retrain. And so when you meet someone who's so different than you know, why force it? Well, we force it because we don't want to be abandoned. We don't want to be rejected. I'm all that. How dare you reject me? Well, maybe the rejection is spirit. Maybe the rejection is not because they're better than you, but because you speak such a different language and frequency that there's just no way you could hang out. Well, you could, but you're going to be miserable, and you're going to be constantly trying to please a version of you that never really existed, but that you might have forced in the past. So many different critters making noises. beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest, dude. Why did you say dude? I don't know. I thought it was funny. Well, it kind of wasn't. How many people are here? Oh, now we got some frogs. So today I'm putting more things on the menu. I've always wanted to walk down this trail, and I never have. Look at these big mofos. Whoa. Yeah, mofo is a word you can use about nature. So, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, put more things on the menu. Even if it's just a TV program, a different program. Look up different things on the internet. Get off of Facebook as your only feed. I'm only there for the photos. There's so much information to research. You know, in your area, go do something different. Anything at all that you do different helps you to expand your perception. And definitely, if you want peace of mind, only date people within your perception. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable. You know, like smokers dating smokers. Like to have a drink, date a drink. If you like to dabble in meth, date someone else who dabbles in meth. I mean, if you like marijuana, you know, if you date somebody who doesn't like marijuana and you like marijuana, okay, well, creepy for you, right? You're always going to be like, oh, I got to go hide the marijuana. I want to be able to smoke it in my house and do what I want. I don't want to answer to anybody. So it's important to have people who have the same lifestyle, because your peace of mind every moment is how you create reality. So find friends and lovers that you actually have real things in common with. But only do that if you want peace of mind. Oh my goodness, right? 4 directions to go. So there's 3 directions and then the back. So we know that one probably goes to the coast, to water, so I'm going to check this one out. Okay. We'll do the other one next time. So yeah, I just said that. It's clear to me. It's been clear to me for a while, but when you come out here and you hear the frogs and you hear all this, and like, I wouldn't want to be doing this walk with a smoker, for example, who are just like, I gotta smoke, or someone who's like, I gotta get back to the kids, I gotta get back to my mom, I gotta get back to my job, I gotta get back to my, someone who can actually be fully present. Doesn't make you better than them or them better than you. It's just peace of mind. You can't have peace of mind with someone who's so different than you in your everyday life, because you're always trying to walk on eggshells or please them. But at any rate, even if you're like, no, we're 2 independent people, you'll still always be trying to please them. Oh, I gotta quit smoking pot. Oh, I gotta quit doing this. Oh, I gotta quit doing that because my partner thinks it's bad. Or that's not peace of mind. And the only purpose is peace of mind. Can you hear the frogs? There's birds, but there's also frogs. I don't know how good this microphone is picking up that, but it's so beautiful because it's or whatever. But because every night now I'm hearing, where I'm sleeping, I'm hearing the high-pitched singing of frogs. I heard that for the first time when I moved to Oregon. Didn't really have that in Montana. But these forest frogs have a deeper, and then every now and then, you'll hear the guttural ribbit. This is different. Frog medicine is so magical. What a beautiful, beautiful trail. Wow. Yeah, oh my gosh. If you date somebody that lives in the city and you gotta like airports and you got freeways and you got chaos and a life completely opposite of yours, they might be awesome, man. They might be so freaking cool. But do you want peace of mind? I mean, they might be like, oh, I want to know nature. I want to know this. But if it's not in their heart and soul, it's not. And you're going to constantly be trying to fill them up. When this fills me up, holy cow, it's beautiful today. It's beautiful every day. Days are colder than others, obviously, rainier than others, but every day is beautiful in the Pacific Northwest to me. And Hawaii was beautiful to me, the water, but I like to see mountains, so I liked Kauai, but I don't like any city. I don't like flat. I don't like hot. I don't like constant like places, even places like the actual town that Walmart and shopping malls and pavement, and that's their life. And then they go home, and then it's TV, it's suburbia, it's addictions, it's it's just not good or bad. It's just that if you are in a relationship with someone like that and it doesn't feed your soul, well, remember this walk. Remember these frogs. Me having a life that never has this in it, you better have a bullet in my head. Sometimes we call that love, divine madness. Please kill my heart and kill my soul because I love you so much I hate myself. Happens in relationships all the time. That tree is, man alive, it's a big one. Very, very big. Okay, well, some guy just ran through here, so I guess I could do it. Get a little bit of mud on your boots. Get a little bit of mud on your boots. What a glorious day. So beautiful. This one's about to run out. They only go about a half hour. There's a wild sighting over there, hanging in a bush that I cannot nowhere near reach. It's a mask. Welcome to 2021, the apocalypse. Yeah. Not my world. I seen a guy on the corner in Hadlock. The sign. It's like waving, I didn't know if it was Jesus or Biden or Trump or do this or do that. It was for hydrochloroquine. I was like, right on. I mean, I've fought for my whole life, alternative medicine, anti-corruption, this and that, blah, blah, blah. We're not fighting anymore. Now we do what we love and then draw more of what we love. If we force ourselves to not do what we love, well, we draw more of that. Live someone else's life, get more of someone else's life.